Good morning, friends. Welcome to this session of SLIET Alumni Association. I'm Sarabjit Singh Puri, and today it is a very special session. And this session is about the revamp of SLIET Alumni Association. And in this particular session, we will be discussing about how all the SLIETians can connect together and how we can become a powerful force in this competitive world, and how we can help each other, grow each other, and make ourselves more impactful. I would like to introduce you to, although everybody knows him, you people have been connected with him, a very famous person nowadays from SLIET Alumni Association, Dr. Saxena, Dr. R.K. Saxena, who is the chairman of Training and Placement Cell as well as head of SLIET Alumni Association Cell. So I would welcome you, sir, on this platform of SAA. We are very proud and we are feeling very great to have you here. Please, sir, introduce us.
Thank you, Sarabjit. And first of all, very good morning to all of you. And SLIET Alumni Association is a forum where uh, all of us who are connected with SLIET in any form are connecting and trying to connect all throughout the world. So, thanks to the SLIET Alumni Association for devising such platform for giving an introduction to all the members and a feel of SLIET Longovan to all. Right, SLIET Alumni Association is working for the alumni and the institute together. Me, first I should introduce myself. I am Dr. R.K. Saxena. I am professor in mechanical engineering since 1996. Recently, I took a charge of head training and placement. Prior to that, I have handled number of other administrative duties in administration, in academics, and of course, many of you might have stayed in hostels. So I was the chief warden of the hostels also. Now, I took charge as a head training and placement 2021, and this chairman alumni association was assigned to me in January 2023. This alumni association is a prime, I should say, foremost organization where the student always look upon. The alumni who have already passed out from the institute or the current students who are part of the institute, they always look upon the SLIET Alumni Association for for some sort of what you will say that some sort of work or their career or whatever the guidance they were looking for. So to augment that, we thought that we should revamp the SLIET Alumni Association. We'll have an introduction about the SLIET Alumni Association in between. So for that, I'm thankful to Sarabjit and Gaurav for coming out with this idea that I should present the idea of revamping of the SLIET Alumni Association for all the alumni or all the stakeholders of SLIET so that one can have a feel of it. And if there is any doubt, we can discuss upon it so that it becomes easier for us to, to understand and to benefit the SLIET fraternity. So I will present. I have prepared few slides. So, SLIET Alumni Association is a part of SLIET Longovan, and we are from the SLIET fraternity. Now, these are the just some points, important points we are going to discuss about it. So, before starting, I start with this quote that unity is strength when there is a teamwork and collaboration. Wonderful things can be achieved. So, unity is one of the most important thing and that basically coming from the teamwork. So as a team of alumni and the current batch of the students and the SLIET stakeholders will definitely create an impact and will create a wonderful impact on the world. So all of you are aware of the SLIET, but there are few changes. Those who have already passed out somewhere in 1991 or 92, they might want to see what changes have been there in the SLIET. So as you know that SLIET Longoval was established somewhere in 1989 but was formally inaugurated in 1991. It was established by Ministry of Human Resource and Development. At that time, it was called as MHRD, which has now been renamed as Ministry of Education, Government of India. So, SLIET Alumni Association or SLIET Alumni are basically part of it. So, Sant Longowal Institute of Engineering and Technology, which is called as SLIET, is basically under Ministry of Education. SLIET is an autonomous body which is fully funded by Government of India. To control the SLIET, it is registered under a SLIET Society, which is registered under SLIET Societies Registration Act 1860. So we have a board of management which is created by Ministry of Education, which is controlled by Ministry of Education to run the administration of SLIET Longowal. So at that time, if you remember, it was an autonomous institution which has converted into a deemed to be university in 2007 by University Grants Commission. So now, although it is a singular institute, does not have any branches in any part of the country or world, but yes, it is a deemed to be university, and we have already completed one or two reviews. Maybe after a few years, we'll look for to convert that into a deemed to be university to a full-fledged university, maybe called as SLIET University, and we are looking for it. SLIET is receiving funds from different funding organizations like DST or AICT or many other institutions, apart from the funds it is receiving from the Government of India. These are the few glimpses you might be looking for, which is happening in the SLIET. The students are involved in almost all sort of activities for their academic, social, or technical activities, cycling, NCC, cycling events, junkyard warriors, and some events like that have brought accolades to the SLIET Longowal in different forums at within different parts of the country. Many buildings have come up since we have passed out in 1991. If you remember, we have started somewhere that at that time it was really in infancy stage. Now it has grown up as number of buildings for almost all the departments. At that time, few of the departments were running in collaboration in one building, but now almost all the departments had their own buildings. So few buildings have recently been launched. Department of Training Placement also being assigned a different building for its own activities.
Even, sir, I can see a lot of smart classes photos. I think it
Yes,
is something wonderful which is happening here.
yes, we have a number of smart classes, and we are in the process of converting few others to smart classes so that it becomes easier for the students to feel and to study in a better way in a serene and conducive atmosphere. So in that way, the current batch of students are fortunate enough. Yes, people, it has took time, but now we have number of classrooms which are converted into a smart classrooms. Now the courses and program, earlier it was specifically certificate, then diploma, then degree, then MTech, then PhD. But once we have converted to 2007 to a deemed to be university, we started our MSc program also somewhere in 2011. Then in 2014, we revamped our academic structure. So in that case, earlier after 10th, it was 2 plus 2 plus 3, which was basically 7 years to complete a degree, which was in some way disadvantageous to the students. Uh, to remove that hurdle, the institute has converted or revamped its academic structure, which is converted into an integrated certificate and diploma, which is basically 3 year in place of 2 plus 2. So in that way, it is called as an integrated certificate diploma, that is called as ICD. So all the certificate and diploma program are integrated in a continuous manner, where after 2 years, one is ready to get the certificate, and if he continues for the third year, will get diploma in different branches of engineering. So in that case, in that way we have reduced 1 year, and then after completing certificate and diploma, integrated certificate and diploma, the student enters into the second year of 4-year degree program. So this 4-year degree program was started in 2014, which is in different other again in all branches of engineering, and the entry level for this 4-year degree program is through JE, JOSA and CSEP. So this 4-year degree program, first year it is separate. In second year, these ICT students through LEET enters into the second year, and after second year, these JE students and LEET students study together to complete remaining 3 years to get a 4-year degree program, which is basically acceptable for all part of industries, because that was somewhere there was a disadvantage to the student that they were giving 2+2, and they were facing difficulty that 2-year diploma. Sometimes some industries they ask for the clarification to the institute. So now in that way there is no clarification, because it is in line or in consonance to all the programs, academic programs, which is existing in different parts of the country. Then after graduation, it is MTech, and entry for MTech is through GATE or CCMT, and we conduct our own test also. So through those tests, one can enter into the MTech program. For MSc, again, the MSc is in physics, chemistry, and maths. Earlier, it was not there. So in 2011, somewhere in 11, I think we remember, we started with MSc program in physics, chemistry, and maths. It is going very fine. Admission is very good in these branches, and admission is through CCMN, JAM, or different other examinations. And after PG, we have a full-fledged PhD program, which started in 2007 after we became deemed to be university. So this is all the course or programs which are existing in the institute at present. So earlier it was certificate, 2-year certificate, then 2-year diploma, then 3-year degree, then 2-year MTech. Now it is integrated certificate diploma of 3 years, 4-year degree program, MTech, and MSc, and then PhD. So this is the main concern for all of us, that SLIET Alumni Association. SLIET Alumni Association was created to maintain a lifelong connection between the institute and the alumni. It is a platform which was created somewhere in 2000. We tried to maintain a record of it, but somehow it was not uh, acceptable to all of us. So we thought that we should revamp it. We tried to connect with all, and thanks to the senior batches, your batchmates, somewhere in 1995 or 94 batches, they interacted with SLIET Tonkwall and gave a boost to the SLIET Alumni Association. So from there, we grown multifold, and now I can probably say that we are connected with a good number of alumni. But yes, a lot more to do, and we are working for that. And this lecture series is part of that series to grow it faster. So, SLIET Alumni Association, it has different volunteers which work for the SAA to connect with the alumni, to support the students from the part of SAA, and they work for the SAA and the alumni to promote the institute progress. The association is at present is growing, and we are working mutually to benefit the alumni and the institute together. So this is how we have grown. We started somewhere in 2000, but the major boost came to the SLIET Alumni Association in 2017, when it was registered with the Societies Act. So now I can proudly say that the SLIET Alumni Association is a registered body as per government. It has well-fleshed, well established MOA, regulated guidelines. The account which is holding need to be audited. We are trying to audit it. Whatever fund we are receiving will definitely be audited, and we are required to put it to the public domain. So we are working in that direction to to maintain that aspects of the MOA. So this is in 2017, that after 2017 it is a registered body, and one can definitely feel proud of it that our body is a registered body. SLIET Alumni Association is a registered body. So in early days, we started with a very handful people, which were basically small number of people, and now around 4,000, more than 4,000 people have already connected. Although we have large number of alumni yet to be connected, we have different plans to make a strong connection with the alumni and to connect all the alumni from all part of the world. These plans are coming day after another. We are discussing with the alumni. We are coming out with the ideas, and in different groups, social media groups, which we are already having. We are discussing all those plans in those groups, and will definitely plan to implement those groups to the ground level. For the growth, we are working to expand the membership. There is a requirement of the membership of the alumni. We'll discuss that. We'll plan to have different events to organize the coffee meets. We are conducting all these coffee meets to meet, alumni meet, annual alumni meet, silver jubilee celebration, and like that, and like forth. So those are basically the growth aspects we are discussing, and will definitely implement that, so that one feels connected and affiliated to SLIET Longowal, that is their alma mater. The future definitely has an ambitious plan to have a better engagement and collaboration of the alumni for the mutual benefit in academics, in social life, in academic, in professional lives, or in interpersonal relations. So those are the ambitious plan. We are definitely looking for that. One always feel comfortable if somebody is going somewhere and there is someone who is existing or who is staying there, and one has the connect for it. So it really feels comfortable to go that place, that yes, I have someone who will definitely take care of me, or I can definitely uh, discuss my difficulties with him, or is there is someone who will definitely waiting for it, that some of my friend is coming to that, so that I can support him to establish at that remote location. So that is the main aspect. Really, one can say that it feels comfortable if someone is there, known to me or known to us, right? So these are the few things which are basically we thought about to establish and grow the SLIET Alumni Association. So as I said, I am presently the chairman SLIET Alumni Association and head training and placement. Basically, I am a professor in mechanical engineering, working since 1996 at SLIET Longwood. We have a advisory team of SLIET Alumni Association, headed by the director SLIET. At present, Dr. Shailendra Jain is the director of the SLIET. He is basically the patron of SLIET Alumni Association also. The director is ex officio president of the patron of the SLIET Alumni Association. Dean Issue and Welfare is looking after the activities of the SLIET Alumni Association and training and placement activities. So Dr. Rajesh Kumar is also a professor in mechanical engineering. He is working as at present the Dean Issue and Welfare. Me, as a chairman SLIET Alumni Association. Professor Sukhcharan Singh is the advisor and member of the SLIET Alumni Association. He was the past chairman. So as per the current mandate, the previous chairman is definitely the advisor of the SLIET Alumni Association. So in being in a previous member of the chairman of the SLIET Alumni Association, he is the advisor and member of the SLIET Alumni Association. Dr. Gulshan Kumar Java, he is associate professor in chemical engineering. He is a member. Dr. Jagdeep Singh is an assistant professor in computer science engineering. He is a member. And Dr. Divesh Bharti, he is an assistant professor in mechanical engineering. He is a member of SLIET Alumni Association. Fortunately, he is the alumni of SLIET Longowal also. We have current executive team of the SLIET Alumni Association, and it was established in 2017. But because of certain reasons, it could not be changed, and we have continued with the current executive team because of the corona and all these difficulties. So the current executive team have worked a lot, and the credit for the registration of our SLIET Alumni Association definitely goes to the current executive team. So at present, the current executive team consists of these members. Mr. Vinerjit Singh Padiyal is the president. Mr. Kulvinder Singh Maan is the vice president, and Mr. Mandeep Dhami. Dr. Major Singh is a secretary. Mr. Ankur Kapoor, Mr. Soni Goel, and Mr. Pawan Kumar. These are joint secretaries and treasurer. We have the members of the executive team: Dr. Mandeep Singh, Mr. Vikas Garg, Dr. Ram Prakash Bharti, Mr. Vikas Soni, and Mr. Rajiv Madan. Now we have the two nominated members nominated by the patron of SLIET, Mr. Sarabjit Singh Puri and Mr. Gaurav Chatwal. And all these members are working to basically augment and benefit and grow the SLIET Alumni Association. So the current executive team definitely uh, should be credited for registering and growing the SLIET Alumni Association, and we are creating a background for having a new executive team after we have a good number of alumni connected to SLIET Alumni Association. These are the few glimpses of events which are conducted by SLIET Alumni Association members or SLIET alumni. Recently, one of our alumni visited, and we have a provision of a wall where we present the notable alumni, and he felt very happy when he see his own photograph at that wall. So that brings a feel of belongingness to the institute. So Mr. Vinay Mehta, he came to SLIET Longowal recently, and fortunately his photograph was at that time was displayed on uh, the wall which the institute has created some years back. It is in front of the library. So recent, I'm trying that we'll post the few pics of the slide at our social media handles so that people feel accomplished or what you say connected to slide, that how the slide looks like at present. So these are the few events. 2017, we conducted some alumni meet. So this is one of the photograph. Then we have other photographs of the meetings and get-togethers. So this major growth started in April, I think, when this event of 1995 batch was conducted by these people. And yes, I can say that they have increased the number of participation of the alumni into SLIET Alumni Association to many foods. These are the different meets conducted in different parts of the world, some within India, some outside India, and yes, it really feels uh, very grateful that people are connecting wherever they are in the world. So yes, it is really very good, and you will feel definitely connected. That yes, we are somehow connected to SLIET Longowal, and yes, we are from the same fraternity. So these are few glimpses
So
of.
I would like to add here, sir. So
Yeah.
I would like to add a few things here that the kind of activities which have started in SLIET Alumni Association from the last almost 2 months, as are like first of all, it was a batch reunion of 1995 batch, and I will suggest all the other batches to have reunions wherever they feel like, maybe in Chandigarh, Delhi, or Bombay, wherever they feel like, or even in SLIET, they can have a batch reunions, first of all. Secondly, the second actions which are being happening here is coffee meets of different cities. So we have done a lot of coffee meets in multiple cities, including Chandigarh, Ludhiana, Delhi, Bombay, Pune, Bangalore, Australia, Canada, even UAE. So a lot of coffee meets have happened, and I believe these coffee meets should happen regularly, and we should meet each other, connect each other, collaborate with each other in order to make ourselves better. I would like to add one more thing. A lot of inquiries and connection required inquiries are regularly coming to us on daily basis, which we are able to fulfill because of the SLIET alumni present in almost every part of the world and in almost every organization in the country and the world. So we are really feeling proud to see our people at top positions working in almost every segment, which includes entrepreneurs, which includes engineers, which includes marketing guys, which includes process consultants, which includes professors, scientists. Even few last lecture was of Dr. Saxena, who got a patent. So we feel really proud to have almost of all types. I will request every Slightian to connect with on WhatsApp, on Telegram, and on many more things. And many more new things are coming up. Dr. Saxena is coming up with many more slides. So I will request everybody to be present till the end of this presentation. I will request you who are present in the video to ask all your friends to please view this video immediately. They can come live. They can ask questions. Question hour session will soon be started. So we will take all the questions from SLIET Alumni Association, and Dr. Saxena will certainly answer all of them. Yes, sir. Please go.
Thank you, Sarabjit, for adding these things. So membership with SLIET Alumni Association. So it objective is to become a part of SLIET Alumni network, spread all part of the world.
So here is one question, sir. You can take it even now.
Yes.
By Mr. Ashok Pal Singh. He says, how we can become a lifetime member of SLIET Alumni Association?
Yes, definitely. I welcome, and those who are part of SLIET Local, they are definitely welcome to become a life member of the SLIET Alumni Association. The next slide will discuss. There is a nominal fee of rupees 2,000 one time one has to pay to become a life member of the SLIET Alumni Association. We have created our account for SLIET Alumni Association. One can pay into that. We have a mail associated with SLIET Alumni Association, that is alumni cell at slit.ac.in. One should send the details of that fee so that it comes into the record. We'll definitely put all these records, and we have created a website where we'll update all these details so that one can feel that yes, those who are the member who are registered, those are the members who are yet to register. Definitely those members who are already registered will have different rights and freedoms to scroll through the website. Those who are yet to register can definitely see and access, but will have different rights and access. So these things we are working upon it with the current executive committee, and in somewhere within few months or few days, you will get a fully functional SLIET Alumni website where all these details will be given. Right. So I think in the next slide, I am going to discuss that how to become the SLIET Alumni Association.
There's one more question, sir. Good morning from Mr. Manoj Kumar. He says, good morning, sir. How each member can contribute to SAA?
Very good. That at present, I want that all should become a member of SLIET Longowal, SLIET Alumni Association. That is the prime concern, so that we look like a large family. When a family grows and we interact, the social and academic pressure becomes less. Social interaction definitely minimizes the pressure on all of us because we all are social animals. You see, हम एक दूसरे से जुड़ते हैं, एक दूसरे से बात करते हैं, तो हमारी बहुत सारी चीज़ें कंप्लीट हो जाती हैं, right? So that is the prime concern. Yes, as a member of SLIET Alumni Association, because your people are grown alumni, so one can contribute to the growth of the institute, one can contribute to the growth of the current students, one can contribute to the growth of the fellow alumni for after becoming a part of SLIET Alumni Association. So these are the contributions.
So I would like to add here. So being first of all, let's become a member of SLIET Alumni Association, everybody, and let's help our friends and let's motivate our friends, classmates to come over and join SLIET Alumni Association. First and the foremost part is this only. Second, we have started a lecture series. Please come forward for whichever subject you are strong in. you feel you are master in some, because as our batch is already 25 years which have passed out, so we are quite experienced guys. We have got many experience, many high-end people who feel they are expert in something. Then certainly they can come forward and send us mails, or send us WhatsApp if they are ready to come up with a new form of knowledge sharing. Thirdly, you can come up with live projects from August onwards, because August onwards students will be there in the college. So you can come up with live projects from your own industries, so that people can come up, students can learn more, and even your industry can work up. I would like to add one more thing. I had an interaction with a lot of professors from SLIET, and a lot of people are doing a lot of research in SLIET. So I would request industry, alumni who are in industry, to come up with projects, proper projects, where industry can fund with the help of professors, which new projects can be researched on and come up with new solutions. And I would like to tell you, some professors are already having many patents in their names. So we have a very renowned faculty in our college. So I would request everybody to contribute in this fashion as well. Then there is, of course, a way of contributing is helping fellow alumni, associates, as well as students to have the job opportunities, internship opportunities, live projects opportunities, as well as helping them in their businesses by giving them references and helping them getting business from your respective companies. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Yes, so definitely these are the few aspects one can contribute to the slide. Uh, the current batch of students, they are looking for the live projects, they are looking for the training and internship opportunities, they are looking for the good job, right? And the alumni who are already established into the market, they are looking for maybe the brand change or job change. If somebody is working in the job in some business, they want to grow the business, so one can contribute to that. There are different alumni who are the uh, manufacturers. They definitely want to grow their business into the manufacturing industries, and the fellow alumni can definitely uh, give a boost to that by giving references. So there are a number of ways, and
So
yes,
there is one more question have come up. If any provision exists in Income Tax Act about contributions exemptions, then please elaborate also.
yes, there is a provision exist, and we are working on that direction. First, for that, the first thing was to register. We have already registered. Second step was to get the PAN. We have already obtained the PAN. The third step to get it audited. We are in the process of getting audited. Uh, Almost it is audited. We need to submit those audited statement to the income tax authorities. Once it will be submitted to the income tax authorities, then we'll apply for this exemption certificate. Once that exemption certificate is given to us, definitely all the contributions given to the SAA will be having a income tax exemption certificate as per the regulation of the income tax authorities. So we are working into that direction. Few steps we have already completed, few steps remaining. We are working into that direction to complete those steps so that we are registered as a, although we are a non-profit organization, but definitely we have to get the certification from the income tax or such regulatory bodies to give such certificates. So we are working in that direction. So at present, we cannot give that certificate, but yes, uh, within some time, definitely we are working in that direction, and after some time, you may get the income tax exemption certificate for contribution to SAA fund. Right. So these are the few aspects which we are discussing. Many of these points have already been discussed by in one form or other
I
form.
would like to add one more point, sir. Contribution from your side can also be like this, to come over all the social media, then sharing all the posts from SLIET Alumni Association's media to your social media. Then certainly it will help us in reaching millions of people, through which certainly a SLIET can have more connections and more alumni can connect with it. This is one another way to contribute.
Yes, because we at present we have connected to many, but yet there are number of alumni who are yet to know that yes, SA is working and SA is looking for and SA is searching for those members. So if you are in connect with any of the member who is not aware of the SLIET Alumni Association working, please motivate them and please send the link to them so that they get connected to the SA, apart from contributing to the SLIET Alumni Association funds. Okay, so as we said that Alumni Association is working to build a link between the institute and alumni. We have created a Google group through which we are sending the news institute newsletter or other information of the institute to the all alumni in one shot. Many of you who have already connected with SLIET Alumni Association might have received the this quarterly newsletter which institute publishes called as Anshumat. We are sending the soft copy to all the alumni members, and once all members will get, definitely will grow to that level. We are in the process of creating different parts of chapters. There are certain conditions to create chapters, so we'll working into that direction. Few chapters are already there. We have to revamp that, and we have to register that, and we have to uh, what call bring all those chapters into one platform. So we are working to that. We invite the SLIET Alumni Association members, our alumni, to different events or ceremonies within the institute or other part of the country where we are hosting. Uh, Recently, we conducted techFEST in March. We sent an invitation to the alumni, and we sent the details of the techFEST also to all the alumni who are connected to the SA at that time. This essay will try to connect the batch unions as discussed. The Silver Jubilee reunion or 25th year reunion we have recently what we call announced. Yes, 50th year reunion yet to take time, but definitely it is a plan, and we'll definitely look for that. That we contribute and we continue, and we have some people who have completed 50 years of passing out from the SLIET, and they feel coming to the SLIET after 50 years of their graduation to see that how the institute has grown up and connect to their fellow batchmates. Association helps to arrange the other batches or other batchmates or other branches. The alumni can mentor the alumni, fellow alumni, or the current students, and we have a different social media pages which we'll discuss, and we can become part of it. As Mr. Sarabjit has said, that we should disseminate that information to all, so that all should connect to all these social media pages. We have a full-fledged YouTube page. We have LinkedIn. We have Facebook. We have WhatsApp groups. We have Telegram chapter. We are on Instagram. We are on other social media handles. Twitter also we are there. So please contribute. Please disseminate that information and become a part of all these social media handles. So what are the benefits? Uh, Many times the alumni try to uh, visit the SLIET as to have some maybe for some work or to have a feel of it. So SLIET Alumni Association will try to arrange their stay at the SLIET logo wall. Many alumni, after passing out, attempts to get academic support from the institute. So SA look for those academic support. Recently, some of the alumni living in somewhere in Ireland, he was looking for the academic degree from the institute. SA arranged that degree from the academic section and sent that by mail and by post to the alumni living in Ireland. So these are the things one can definitely get support from SLIET Alumni Association. One can have the access to the institutional facilities whenever they are visiting to SLIET as a part of SLIET fraternity, because it has certain charges to other members, those who are not part of the SLIET fraternity, but because you are a part of SLIET fraternity, so one can have the access as a part of SLIET fraternity to the different recreational facilities and the central library. And the important thing that is that once you have grown up, please mentor your juniors. So that is also the possibility that we have. One can have a feel of mentoring to the juniors. To become a life member of the SLIET Alumni Association, as per the mandate of the registered body, at present the membership fee is rupees 2000 one time for becoming a life member of the SLIET Alumni Association, and I request all to pay that fee. We have the details of the account are available on the institute website. We do not pass on that information to as in general, because one can twist it. So it is available on the institute website, so that one can have a clear bank account number. We have a QR code. Through that also one can contribute to the fund of the SLIET Alumni Association. So this is how one can become a life member. And once you become a life member, you are registered member of the SLIET Alumni Association. You will definitely register to the SLIET Alumni webpage, and you will have different rights and freedoms to access that page. So this is the website at present. We are working upon it, and definitely we'll try to have most information on this website. All the details at present, whatever we are discussing, will be available on this website. The account details are also available on this website. This is the poster we have already launched for the December 2023 event, so that one can plan their visit to the institute. And we want that maximum participation from SLIET alumni, so that it becomes a really wonderful event and memorable event for all the alumni and the institute stakeholders. So at present, the dates we have not announced, but alumni meet and silver jubilee celebration for all the batches who have passed out till 1998. We are trying to have a combined silver jubilee celebration for that, and after subsequent years, we'll have a silver jubilee celebration for subsequent batches. So, because this is the first time we are trying to have a silver jubilee celebration in 2023, so that is why we have trying in a combined manner. But I'm requesting all of you to have it a regular feature for every year. So please mark into your calendar and try to visit and try to participate in these events. So alumni meet we have already announced. For global members, we are trying to facilitate, we are trying to meet, and the global members are interacting. The social media groups we have already created, and many people have joined the social media groups. These social media groups, please disseminate the information about these social media groups and motivate others, so that they should correct and become a part of SLIET Alumni Association. The SLIET Alumni Association is conducting the regular lectures and guiding the institute fellow alumni or the institute students for other opportunities. So that also we have already discussed. We are in the process of creating a batch-wise directory of the uh, different batches. For one batch, the batch has already come forward. We have created, although it was not exhaustive. They are working to the direct. They are working to augment the directory, but we are working in. We will definitely work into that direction to have a batch-wise profile directory of all the alumni for all the batches passed out from its inception. There are meeting charts. One can have a regular meetings, maybe on quarterly or biannual basis, and one should have a follow-up of all the meetings outcomes. The jobs, internships, or training opportunities for the current students. The current student definitely, as we already discussed, they are looking for the live projects. They are looking for the training opportunities. They are looking for the internship opportunities, and finally, they are looking for the suitable job opportunities uh, at any convenient place. So these are the things one can the alumni can contribute. Alumni can facilitate the current students. The industry specific needs for the alumni for the better connect for the business and career opportunities. So one can have that meet also, because many of our alumni are working in the industry, or they are having their own industry. So one can have a combined group of alumni in like industries, and in that way the industries can grow. The
So
donations,
there's
just
one more question has come up.
yeah.
How SAA can help us to publish paper in our expert fields?
Yes, we have good expertise available in the different departments. These papers, we have a faculty members who can guide to write a good quality papers, and they can guide to basically publish it in a suitable journal or suitable place. And if the members thinks, we can have our own publishing house also, that can, so that we can publish our own papers, and quality papers rather, we can say, so
Yeah.
that one can always have look for these publishing houses. You see that there are a number of publishing houses, they are publishing their own uh, quality papers, and we definitely ponder upon that. So why not to have our own publishing house? So that is a good suggestion, and I request all the alumni to keep it in mind. This is one of the suggestions.
Yeah,
Definitely.
certainly not only quality we publishing papers, but even we can come up with publishing the books and all that stuff from the
Yes,
Alumni Association as well.
yes,
Being a
yes,
proper publishing house from SLIET Alumni Association, where a royalty can go to the author as well as some money can be made for the SLIET Alumni Association.
yes. That is what. So definitely we can working. This is a very good suggestion, and definitely Slide has a good expertise to publish these papers also. We can have the fundraising committees. Right, alumni association can have the fundraising committees, and one can create an endowment fund to support the institute. Good institutions have a large endowment fund to support the daily activities of the institute. So, Slight Alumni Association can definitely work into that direction to support the institute in the form of the donations, or in the form of the registration fees, or in the form of the fundraisings, or to create an endowment fund so that uh, the institute can grow. Recently, few of the alumni have supported the current students, those who are feeling uncomfortable in paying the registration fees. You see, we have the students from diverse fields. There are many students who feel uncomfortable. They have certain difficulties from their family background to pay the semester fees or monthly fees. And many of our alumni or our institutional stakeholders, they came forward to support such students to complete their studies. And after completing their studies, they are working. They are bringing kudos to the institute and to their family. So in that way, one can support the current students also. So that is a social cause also, and yes, people feel comfortable, and they can compete, and they can definitely grow to a different level. These are the links of different social media groups. One can look into these social media groups. We have already circulated that information. One Telegram page is already there. Many people are connected to the Telegram page also. So that Telegram page is not listed. I will add that Telegram page maybe in the comment section. So these are the different social media groups. Please connect to these social media groups. Please subscribe to it, and motivate your friends to connect to these social media groups. For training and placement, we have a dedicated team. This is one of the team, very efficient and very passionate team. Professor Major Singh, Dr. Indra Singh, Dr. Ashwini Kumar Agrawal. With Professor Major Singh is from Computer Science Department, Dr. Indra Singh is from Mechanical Engineering Department, and Dr. Ashwini is from Electrical and Instrumentation Department. Mr. Navneet Goel and Ms. Neha, they are working dedicatedly for the training and placement. Fortunately, both are our alumni also. Mr. Navneet Goel and Ms. Neha both are our alumni also. So
You know,
that,
we
that
get a lot of support from Navneet and Neha. I would say really thank you to both of them. They have been very active in participations and interacting with alumni in WhatsApp thing. So great work by both of them.
yes. So both are working, and apart from that, we have a very dedicating and supporting staff, Mr. Salim and Mr. Gurjan. They also work dedicatedly. They are also working very passionately for the training and placement activities and Slight Alumni Association activities. So they also have contributed to these activities for Slight Alumni Association and training and placement. So training and placement, we are coming up with a full-fledged section for training and placement. After within 1 or 2 months, we're shifting to that. Uh, we are discussing these points in the next slide also. So in this case, if you see, we have a placement department. Uh, for that, from the part of the placement, we are trying to have the group discussion for the institute, students. We try to conduct the seminars and the mock interviews so that the student performs in the job scenarios or in their daily life. We provide support to the students for the aptitude tests. We provide support to prepare for the higher education and in their communication skills. So in that way, the Ms. Neha, Mr. Navneet, or Mr. Salim, and me and other stakeholders, they are working, they are supporting the students to overcome these difficulties so that perform uh, in a good manner for fetching a good job, right? So in that way, the department is working for the betterment of the current students. These are the data I would like to share to the alumni. So in that way, we are growing continuously. Although it has to increase, and yes, students say that we should increase, and we also feel that it should increase, and we are working in that direction. And with the support of the SLIET Alumni Association, these figures can increase to different level. And I request all of you to support the institute so that these figures goes into a good number.
I will request all my alumni associates, all my friends, uh, seniors and juniors and batchmates to please help in getting more placements done. So this is something which is really, really important in order to make this company, uh, this institute a better place. So that is my request. Harbir Singh has written something regarding this. Any number of percentage of students placed in 22. This will help all alumni to understand the kind of support college is looking for. So if the percentage of students which have been placed or how much percentage is left, we can add on to the things.
Yes,
Thank you, Harbir.
coming to that slide. For 2022, we have that detail. For 2023, it is already in progress, and we are in the process of compiling that information. So in the next slide, we will have the number. Percentage wise, also I will discuss. So that also will discuss. So we are supporting the institute for getting the scholarship. Fortunately, this Mera Swaraj scholarship scheme was launched by the Swaraj Group, and our students are performing very good in fetching these scholarships. Few of our students have obtained the Siemens scholarship also. Our students have attempted for other scholarships. We are motivating and we are guiding to fetch those scholarships so that they get a better feel, and definitely their life becomes easier if they are getting some form of scholarship from these organizations, right? The internship that I'm again looking for, these internships, although it has increased in the subsequent years in a multifold, but the quality of internship, the number of internship is really need to be looked upon. And I request all our alumni to guide the students to get a good internship with a very good support for their future job prospects. So these are the things we are looking for. This is for the 2022 pass out batch, which we displayed to our central place. Out of around 530, 560 students, around 486 were the eligible for getting the placement. And out of 486, around 350 plus placements were there, although there were some multiple placements into that. But as I can say, around 60% or 65% students, uh, they obtained or got job from campus. Still around 30-40% were left, but many of them were either not eligible from getting the in-campus placement. So in that case, our alumni can support to get to place such students, those who are not maybe because of certain reasons they are not eligible at that time, but that definitely after completing their degree they can get a support from SA. Other thing is
I would
that
like to add one more thing, sir, here.
yes,
Not only in getting the jobs, but I would request alumni to help the students to how to get prepared for getting the job as well,
yes, yes,
because that is something really important where they need mentoring. So I would request senior guys as well as just currently passed out students also who have got jobs, so that they can connect with the things.
yes,
So the point is they should learn the new latest trends in the industry, so that they can become more employable. They can become a quality people to be employed, and they can get better job opportunities as well as better packages from the better companies. So
so
Gursevak
this
Singh
is what
says good placement figure for 22, but Gursevak, we are not happy with this. We think every
we need to increase the
student
point.
from our slide should get at least 2 jobs in his hands in the next year.
Definitely.
So I would request Gursevak and his batchmates to please support us in every
Yes,
way. Thank
yes.
you, sir.
And these are few of the industries, prominent industries, which are visiting. But the figure is large, but I show only prominent ones because I'm showing these industries just to show that our alumni are working in these, and because of our alumni, these industries has listed. So kudos to our alumni, those who have guided and supported and facilitated these industries to visit to the site.
So Harbir says, I think it is too low and we all need to come forward. Also, placement cell need to travel a lot to make connections and have face-to-face interactions.
Yes,
I
yes,
think, Dr. Saxena, I believe this is a two-way things where
yes,
alumni association or alumni are standing with open arms. And I believe training placement cell also need some sort of more energy, so that they can connect with all the alumni, and
right,
there has to be a process for it, so that more students can be taken up through the
right,
place.
right,
Thank you,
right.
Arbir. It's a valuable comment for us.
Thank you, thank you. And now I'm concluding my talk with again another quote. A group becomes a team when each member is sure enough of himself and his contribution to praise the skills of others. So I think this quote, because I thought that this quote best suited to us, and we are at present a group, and we want to form a group, and we want to form a team. And yes, if we form a team, we can unite, and together we can make a difference. So thank you, all of you. Now I'm open to all the queries. I think we have already given number of queries, but yes, if there are certain queries, definitely we can discuss upon it.
Yes, guys, if you have any more questions, please come up, and so that we can, or any suggestions, because this is a forum where we can think about new forums and new ideas which can be taken up. So any questions if you have in mind can be taken up. So before closing down the session, I would like to just revamp the whole session in such a way that we need contribution from SLIET Alumni Association. First contribution is to build a strong SLIET Alumni Association. For that, we need more people to be part of this association. So I request everybody to motivate all their batchmates to come in the single fold, an organization called SLIET Alumni Association, and be connected with SLIET. Second is contribution of SLIETians towards SLIET is by motivating each other, mentoring each other, helping each other by any means, and through uh, giving lectures on knowledge sharing, or by helping students in getting more employable, and thirdly giving new ideas about the industry trends, giving live projects, or by helping through funds. So this is something which we can do, helping in getting our social media reaching to almost every part of the country or the world. So this is what we can take up the things. uh, so I would still ask Gursevak says a good number of questions are there in the chat to be answered. Can you repeat, Gursevak? Can you please copy paste again so that we can answer those questions? Certainly, we can answer those.
One
If
more
you can
information
copy paste.
because many of our old alumni, those who have passed out somewhere to be 15, 20 years back, they may not remember their fellow batchmates. So we have uploaded the data of all the students who have passed out from the institute on our slietalumni.in page. On our list of alumni, one can fetch to the number of type of batch and the type of branch, and they can see the list of the students, those who have from that batch or branch, so that one can easily connect and recall that yes, these are the our fellows who need to be connected to our SAA. So please follow that page and follow those link, and follow in that way one can definitely contribute because there are many members who are yet to connect. So from that list, you can
Yes.
definitely feel that those who are still left to connect to the SAA society, SAA group.
So here Harbir Singh says in our last, he's from ISJAC, he's at a very senior position. Harbir is a mechanical pass out guy. So Harbir says in our last board meeting, I have recommended a board to hire more students from flight. Till now we were hiring only from welding. So this is one thing, and I would say due to good performance and stability of slide students in ISJAC, my proposal is accepted. Request placement cell to meet ISJAC HR to hire more people from slide. This will support my proposal. So this is
Definitely,
something very important.
that's very good.
Uh,
Thank you.
So there is one more question have come up from Gursevak. Request to provide data for which sponsorship is being asked, like cycle for one project. What is the status and work done till now? Some audiovisual presentation as so as to have physical feel of the project.
Yes, we were discussing that. We have floated the information about the Cycle One project. The SLIET Alumni Association is working to support the student project in that way. That is what we have requested, that we please support, provide the live projects. This is one of the project. Our students are working on it, and it requires funding. So for that, we have already circulated the information to support. Some amount we have received from two of our fellow alumni, and we have circulated that information, and we request all our alumni to contribute. Uh, what we think is that large number of people should contribute to these projects so that one can feel attached to these projects or to slide. One person contributing a large amount may not give a feel to all alumni, yes, but one can definitely contribute in whatever way they are thinking about. So, Cycle One project, we have already circulated the information. Please contribute to the SLIET Alumni Association Fund. That information is available on our slide.ac.in website and slietalumni.in webpage for the SLIET Alumni page. Use that account information to contribute, and please mail that information to alumni cell at slide.ac.in to keep a record of it. Meantime, we'll update whenever we are getting the update. We are compiling that information. We are updating the information to our webpage.
So I would like to add here about the Cycle One project because now the students are not in the slide; they are on internships or on holidays. So once they come back in August, then certainly we will have another session on YouTube regarding Cycle One project, which will give more clarity to everybody. So that kind of lecture is being planned in August. So we will certainly we have to wait for some time. But in the meantime, in that presentation, I think Cycle One team will be able to present how much money they have used and what they have made and how much money is left or what part is left and what they have done. I think they'll be able to present well. So this is what I would like to answer about Cycle One.
Right.
Thank you, Gursevak, for asking a question. There is Gautam Sani. He says, how can we get interns? Certainly, you can connect with TNP placement. I think TNP people and they can help
We
you
are
in
working
getting
and we are
interns.
looking for that, so that we have a good number of students who are looking for the internship opportunities, and we will definitely try to have. Please mail the information to headtp@slide.ac.in or whatever page we have. You have my personal information, personal number also, and we are trying to connect to the different industries. And if you can support to provide the internship opportunities to our students, definitely it will be great for our students.
I would like to add here, Gautam, you can even send any information regarding anything connection with the SLIET on any of the WhatsApp groups or Telegram groups or any social media that can be taken up, and you can be directly connected with the right people. So this now at least communication is not a barrier for SLIET. So you can connect with anybody at any point.
Yes.
I think this was a great session, sir. I think already 1 hour was over. So it was really great, and a lot of questions came in. A lot of people were always there.
People feel connected. That is very good. Very good in that way.
Yes.
People feel connected to the SLIET, and I appreciate the efforts done by or contributed by you people to fetch such large number of people and motivate others to feel connected to the SLIET Alumni Association. SLIET Alumni Association is by you and for you, and definitely it is working for the betterment of all the stakeholders. Thank you very much, and feel connected and stay together.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Saab, for coming over. And really, on Sunday, coming over is always difficult, but I would really thank you for coming for SLIET and SLIET Alumni Association. Thank you, all of you who have joined on a Sunday morning, that too at 11 a.m., which is comparatively a leisure kind of time. But still, thank you very much for joining. And I would say thank you to all of you. So there is one more suggestion have come from Barbir. In the meantime, the session is more about support from alumni. We should have one more session to understand the plans of placement cell to increase place. Certainly, Harbir ji, this kind of things will certainly come up. And now I feel even there is a activation which has started moving in the SLIET as well because of the alumni association's activation. So everybody is becoming active, and certainly it is energy which enthuses energy from one human being to the another. So when one part of the system becomes energetic, automatically another part automatically becomes energetic. So the energy from the SLIET alumni is now oozing into the SLIET, and they are pushing everybody into an activation mode. Thank you, Harbir, and thank you everybody for being there. Thank you, sir, for joining the session.
Namaskar. Namaskar. Bye. Thank you.